fitting the Spinomed III. Okay, so we've measured and we've selected a size medium. Patient actually fits in the borderline between a size medium and a size small, but today we have with us the medium. If a patient does fall between sizes, though, go up to the next size because it allows the length of the brace to be proper. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the patient to stand in their most upright position. Okay, so from there we're going to start at the bottom side of the brace. So with the lower edge sitting right at the sacrum, we're going to make sure that the brace contacts the patient's torso all the way up. So the first thing we're going to do is throw a little bit of lordosis into this frame. And if you can't do it the way I am, you can certainly put it over your thigh. Just like so. I'm going to make a nice smooth contour, no sharp edges, because it will damage the frame. So starting from the bottom, now we're working our way up into the upper thoracic region, and we're going to again shape it down to make sure that it's making good contact all the way to the top. And so we have a nice fit. Okay, so we've shaped the posterior portion of the Spinomed. Now we're going to work on the straps. So we open it. We're going to help the patient into it. Other arm. So wearing a Spinomed is much like wearing a backpack. Very simple to get in and out of. So we're going to ask the patient just to hold that right there. Okay, if you can just hold that right there. So now that we've shaped the posterior panel, the next step is going to be adjusting the pelvic strap. So this is a demo product. I'm not going to cut the straps to length, but if this were going on to an actual patient, I would cut the straps so that they end midline. And once you've cut the strap, if a nice little tip, if you have the ability in your clinic, is to just sew the straps shut at that point. It eliminates patients fiddling with them and having issues. So I'm going to just roll this back underneath here. Okay. It helps if I put the tab on correctly. Okay. And I think I'll fix this side as well, make it look nice. Again, if he were actually fitting the patient, you would cut the straps down to length. You can go ahead and let go of that now. Okay, so we've got our pelvic strap nice and snug. This is the first fitting. We will come back through again and ensure that everything is fit properly. But for our first fitting, we want to get it close. So again, remind the patient to stand as upright as they can, because they'll begin to kind of get a little lazy on you. So the next strap you're going to do is the shoulder strap. You finished the bottom, now you're going to the top. Shoulder strap's going to go over the shoulder, underneath the arm, through the thoracic restraint, and back to the front. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to roll this strap up, and when I adjust the next strap, we will rotate the patient so that the way I adjust it will be seen. So we're going to move just a little bit there. Okay, so we're going to lift your arm up. So the strap, you can see, goes over the shoulder, under the arm, back to the front. And again, I'm going to roll the straps down. Okay, over the arm, back in the thoracic area, and closing at the front. You can go ahead and put your arm now. So, let me turn you around just a little bit here. So the thoracic restraint area is where our adjustable elastic connector strap is located. So this area right here can be adjusted to adapt the brace to different torso lengths. So it comes out of the box pretty much set in the middle for most people, but if you need to make the lower portion a little longer or a little shorter, you can just simply move the connection point up and down. Also, you notice the split buckle system on the side. This thoracic restraint is designed to be lengthened or shortened depending on the patient's torso width and girth. So to adjust it, and we don't need to here, it's perfect, but if the patient were a little wider or thicker, we would simply pinch, and that allows the buckle to be adjusted out, and we'd pinch back again, and there you go. Okay, so let me move it back to where it was. Okay, so basically the Spinomed III, the basic strap configuration or the functional aspect of the brace is now complete. The last set of straps are these two, and typically you'll see them on the medium and large braces. You no longer see them on the smalls and the extra smalls. They're anti-migration straps. They were not part of the original study. And if required for patient condition, you can remove that strap simply by cutting the strap off at this point and removing them from, if you can slide around here, and removing the buckle from the middle of the anterior closure. If we're going to leave them on the brace though, which in this case we will, we simply pull down. The purpose of the anti-migration strap is so that when the patient sits down or moves around in the brace, and it doesn't slide around too much on them. We've since found that certain patients, that's not necessarily the shorter patients, it's not really critical, but on the longer patients, that was the main purpose. The anti-migration strap is designed to pull the Spinomed in against, just below the rib cage, to keep the brace from moving around. If you could slide around here, we'll get this side done. And again, all of these straps will be cut and tailored per application. Okay, so nice fit on the posterior portion of the shell. It's shaped nicely to the patient's anatomy. Very good fit there. If we can turn around. Good fit over the shoulder. You should be able to get a finger comfortably snug underneath the shoulder. The shoulder pad is designed to crimp the strap as it goes under the arm and comes back out toward the front. So this is a properly fit Spinomed III. Now, the most important part after the initial fitting is to teach the patient how to put it on the next day. It feels great now, but they get home and they want to put it on the next day to go for a walk, and they don't remember exactly what you did. Everything that we just did in the fitting, they don't do. The only thing that they need to do is put it on like a backpack and make sure that it feels good. So to do that, we have a few real simple things to remember. So let's go ahead and pop it off. So Spinomed III is now ready to go. It's hanging on the coat hanger wherever you have it. And so then you just put it on like a backpack. So put your other arm down there. So just throw it on like a backpack. And you have it centered. Now the patient has got there's a nice little hand loop here. So now on this side, the patient is just going to grab the bottom strap, just like that. And it's easiest to teach a patient how to do this in your clinic in a full-length mirror, so that the patient can actually see while they're using the product how it should look and how it should feel, and they're not looking down trying to make sure that they're doing it correctly, because then it kind of pulls it off of center. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to teach the patient how to do it without the full-length mirror, but it's a simple 1, 2, 3 step procedure, and each Spinomed comes with a fitting application chart that goes with, or it's a postcard actually that goes with the patient when they leave the clinic, so that it's an easy an easy tool to remember. So anyway, we're going to go, we've got the brace on, now we're going to go down, we're going to come over, we're going to come over. There you go, close. Okay, so the idea is to try to make sure you get this closure square, and that's where looking at the full-length mirror would be very helpful. So what we're going to do is look in the television as you're doing it, and so that way you can see what we're doing. So you're going to go down, over, and close. That's it. Now when you use this simple mechanism for memory, it puts the right amount of tension on your shoulder. You feel how that made a difference? Puts the right amount of tension on your shoulder and makes you stand upright, and it makes everything work the way the Spinomed's supposed to work. So go ahead and try that one more time. And we try to have the patient do this maybe a half a dozen times before they leave your clinic, so they get a chance to feel just what it's supposed to feel like. That's all there is to it. Thank you.